Hey everyone, welcome to today's CT Style Express. I'm Natasha Lubchenko. When it comes to traveling, having reliable options is key to having a stress-free trip. But let's be honest, it can be hard to find with flight delays and cancellations surging since the pandemic. We're joined now by Travis Chris from Avelo Airlines to discuss how they're ensuring reliability at Tweed New Haven Airport. Travis, welcome to the show.
Thanks. Great to be here.
So let's first discuss the industry as a whole right now. You say 1 in 4 flights in 2022 were either delayed or canceled. What are your thoughts on this?
Sure. And that speaks specifically to the airports that serve the Connecticut area, from Bradley down to JFK and Newark. It's been a challenging environment. There's a lot of reasons for it. There's more flights than ever. The air traffic control system is under a lot of stress, and so it makes it very difficult. And then weather comes through, and so it's a tough time for the industry. Everybody's working on it, doing the best they can, but it's challenging. So a lot of people have experienced delays and cancellations, and so we're doing what we can to minimize that.
All right. So let's talk about the ways that Avelo is ensuring reliability. Talk to us about what you're doing.
Sure. So we, as a startup airline, we know that people are going to question: is this new airline going to be reliable for me? Are my flights going to cancel? Are they going to be here? And so Avelo has really invested heavily in our fleet and in our maintenance programs. And for example, at our base at Tweed, we have our own maintenance staff. We have spare parts, inventory there so that we can get all the work done there ourselves. And we do that at all of our bases. We have bases at Burbank, Orlando, and now at Raleigh, Durham, and Wilmington, Delaware. And then at our outstations, we do invest in some of the best third-party maintenance that we can get. We use Delta Tech Ops to handle a lot of our work in Florida and some other places. So it's really true in the airline business with these machines, like a lot of machines, that preventative maintenance will save you money in the long run. We know how inconvenient it is for people, when things happen. We can't control the weather, but we certainly work really hard to minimize the opportunities or to minimize the chances that people have challenges with us on the maintenance side.
Right. And I want to talk numbers here. What are your cancellation and delay rates compared to other airports in the area?
Sure. Well, the most recent data is in January, and we were the top of the industry. We had fewer cancellations, fewer delays than any other airline. For the airports, again, that are closest to Connecticut and that are serving people in the southern Connecticut region, in the fourth quarter of 2022, we canceled less than 0.5% of our flights, which is more than 50% better than the next best airport, comparing ourselves at Tweed to these other airports. And our flight delays were also less than half of what the other airports were. So, there's advantages to Tweed, of course, being the only airline there, less congestion from others, and we try to take advantage of that.
Right. And, I want to mention, too, I read some articles. A lot of these delays also are because people are leaving the industry, but Avelo is really hiring right now, especially in our state. You're a big employer for...
We are. We've created over 300 jobs in Connecticut, and that includes certainly pilots, mechanics, flight attendants, all of the airport staff. And so we continue to do that at New Haven. We have regular job fairs. We continue to add flights at the airport. The demand has been great. We're grateful to all of Connecticut, and the communities around us have been incredibly supportive. Nobody knew how it would work when we started flying from New Haven. Tweed has a long history of very few and expensive flights, and so to bring in these big jets with low fares, everybody held their breath, and it's been terrific.
It's been a year plus and counting.
That's right. It's been a little more than a year, and it couldn't be any better. We carried over 600,000 passengers at Tweed last year.
Wow. Now let's tell our viewers before we go, where's Avelo traveling to? I know you're constantly adding new flight paths.
Sure. We're at 14 cities out of Tweed today. There's a good chance that we'll be adding some more coming up for the summer, and so stay tuned for that. That'll be very exciting. And we've added, as I mentioned, we've added our new bases around the country. We're at 14 airplanes today. We should be at about 20 airplanes by the end of 2023.
All right, very exciting. Travis Chris, thank you so much. You can, of course, learn more at aveloair.com. For CT Style, I'm Natasha Lubchenko. We'll see you next time.